Welcome to the Bit Parlor. This is where we will do Travis here. Just going to be here. Eli's not going to be here today. We had a little technical issue. We tried to do podcast last night, and everything just went retarded, sound and all that. So me and Travis are here, and we'll be just doing some news items, and we'll talk about articles, reviews, next few days.
Yeah, I'm basically just going to talk about some news items. We were thinking about what we're going to do, so this is what we came up with. This is not ideal, but we'll try to get something up.
Alrighty, I will go ahead and go first for the news. Jaeger, the guys who made Spec Ops: The Line, has a unannounced IP. It's going to be a next-gen game. There's really nothing else we know besides that, and if they can pull off something as good as they did with Spec Ops: The Line, story-wise and gameplay, then they can definitely do stuff right.
Yeah, I just hope they don't do a Spec Ops: The Line 2. I think that game said everything it needed to say. There's no need for a sequel there.
There's no need for a sequel. I think just the game itself was good.
And I hope their critical acclaim for Spec Ops: The Line gets them a little bit more freedom from whatever publisher, so they don't have to waste time with a useless and waste of effort multiplayer mode.
Right.
I mean, anybody here play Spec Ops: The Line multiplayer? No? Okay.
I do, said no one ever.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead for your first headline.
My first headline, there's a new Warhammer 40k game in the works. This usually would not be newsworthy, because there's always seems to be a new 40k game in the works at some point, but it looks like Games Workshop has decided to pick somebody new to do the Warhammer games. So I don't know if this is a one-off, or if Relic with Sega will still have the main 40k license. But it looks like Sillage, or Slitherine, a studio that I've never heard of, is going to develop a turn-based strategy game based on 40k. If it's just 40k digital, this is something they should have put out 20 years ago, and I'm all about it. If it's a piece of garbage phone microtransaction nonsense, that they can keep it and let Relic keep making the good games. And that's really all I have to say about that.
Alrighty, and next for my Payday, the Heist 2 was announced. It said that I actually don't know about the release. They actually showed some gameplay online. You can if you just search it up on YouTube or something, or I'm sure you can find something like it on Reddit too, or just Google. And there's really not much else to say. It seems like just your new Payday with somewhat new weapons and such. That's really all much to say about that. And go ahead, Travis.
Yeah, Payday 2. Payday, I never really played this game. I don't know what it's about, but popular game gets sequel. Who thought? You know.
Yeah.
My second headline I've got here is something that kind of shocked me. NVIDIA put out a statement today that said they were working with Sony to develop the hardware for the PS4, but Sony just was not willing to play ball with the amount of money. It seems either NVIDIA wanted too much, or AMD came in and said, hey, we can do it for way less. And honestly, more power to them. That tells me that Sony's kind of serious about getting that cost down, because let's be honest, $599 really killed the PS3 for 3 years of its life. And the move to x86 architecture really means that whether AMD does it, NVIDIA does it, or some combination thereof, I think we're going to get a solid part. PS4 is using an AMD APU, probably similar to the APUs that'll be out in the consumer world in 2013 and 14. 8-core beast, not much more to say about that. I'm really hyped for it, and anything they can do to keep that cost down is good in my book.
This news headline, it is a Sniper Elite 3 has been announced. I personally have never played any Sniper Elite game. I've seen Sniper Elite V2 play through. It's like a great game.
It's pretty fun. It has some issues. I'm kind of not liking that they're calling it Sniper Elite 3 because Sniper Elite V2 is just a remake of Sniper Elite. It's not a sequel. It's a complete remake. I don't know why they're calling it 3, but whatever. If this means I get to shoot more dudes in the balls...
Shoot Hitler in the balls.
I have the Hitler DLC. I have not managed to to shoot him in the nuts yet. It's a hard ass shot to make.
You guys know how Hitler has only one testicle? Well, this is why.
Yeah, the last headline I saw that I thought I'd like to talk about is Cyberpunk 2077 has a multiplayer. I'm kind of up in the air about this. If it's co-op where you're like somebody else can play another member of your party or something, sweet. That's awesome. If it's drop in and drop out where the AI takes over without you noticing, even awesomer. If it's something like competitive, no, they can keep that in for themselves.
Remember when they did that with Mirror's Edge? Well, they shouldn't do that. Here.
Yeah, and this is a game I'm really looking forward to. I really like the universe. The trailer is awesome, and we all know that's very important to making a quality game is to have a quality launch trailer and announced trailer.
I actually don't know much about the game because I never really looked into it. What is the game exactly?
It's a Cyberpunk is like an RPG system that was made by a dude whose name I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it was Mark something. But there was a video game made for it way back in the day. If you go to Wikipedia and look it up, I will read you some excerpts. Yeah. Cyberpunk 2020 was the game system way back in the late 80s. Started with 2013, I think. And it's...
where we are now.
Yeah, that probably had something to do with the timing of the announced trailer. Yeah.
It probably did. It's definitely something that's worth one to look into. But you seen it, come for it, and
I'm a big fan of it. You could put Cyberpunk on a dog turd of a game, and I'll at least be interested in it.
Yeah, you'd at least play it for a second, even if it's crappy.
Yeah, I don't know if I would buy it, but I would definitely I would pirate a bad Cyberpunk game just to see what's going on.
That's terrible. Oh wait, talk about myself.
Yeah.
Next, let's see here. We'll be doing some articles. Since we had some issues we already mentioned last night, but we'll have to go ahead and do it again. We'll be doing a full-on StarCraft 2 review, Heart of the Swarm, where Travis will be... I'll be doing sort of the overall multiplayer and such, and we got a review from Eli doing Side 2 sometime tomorrow, and I am about to do a articles on devs and bad games if that's not already released by when this Travis has a virtual console feature that will be going on where he talks about
there's a lot of bitching gonna be in this.
What should be in the virtual console and why it should be and what they should have done some time ago, and yeah.
It's basically a laundry list of my complaints and pondering at how many billions of dollars Nintendo has left on the table through their mishandling of the service.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo is so bad with digital distribution. I mean, I think they're finally trying to fix it now, and it's not that good. Like, I think they're doing somewhat a good job with how they're handling Fire Emblem with DLC.
Yeah.
It's definitely...
read the piece, it'll all be in there.
Yeah. I mean, I still yet to buy DLC. I got like $7 on my eShop account. Still have not spent it yet, because I'm trying to ponder if I should buy Fire Emblem DLC, or because I do love Fire Emblem, but there are some other games that I'm hoping to be buy too, like Oracle of Season and Time, Legend of Zelda will be released before this summer. Nintendo.
You know that's 2 games. That's 2 Game Boy Color games.
Yeah.
They're probably going to cost like $8 a piece, just their histories to go off anything off of. I think. Well, I think Link's Awakening DX cost $6 or something.
Yeah, it was
something
$6.
ridiculous.
I actually bought. That's the actually one game I've ever bought off the Virtual Console on the 3DS.
One more news item before we go. I have downloaded and played the Harmon Knight demo. I have a sneaking suspicion that Nintendo really wishes they had gotten this out before Runner 2. I'm probably not going to buy this game.
I believe it's by Game Freak, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it is by Game Freak, as far as I know.
And if none of you don't know who Game Freak is, most of you probably already know. Game Freak is the second-party developer who created Pokemon.
Yeah, it's just I don't know if it's just I don't like what they're doing with the game. Like if it's just not for me, it's just I'm probably not going to buy it after playing the demo. So
it happens. Well,
yeah.
We'll go ahead and end this little news thing that we've been doing right now, and we'll be prepared to stuff tomorrow.
All right, and we're good to go.
All right, the Bit Parlor signing off.
Later.